Hello students, we are going to be designing a little name tag here, and we are starting off just in Google here, and this is the name tag assignment. The first thing we're going to want to do is get me out of the way, we're going to have to limit the size of this. So you can see there's a ruler at the top and on the left side here that kind of shows us how big things are. We are going to, since this is just our first try to make something, have a little fun here to get started, we are going to limit the size of this to be, oopsies, about 2 inches by 3 inches maximum. So I'm kind of estimating here. It's kind of hard to line that up perfectly, but I'm lining it up kind of with this 2-inch mark and this 3-inch mark. I can have it 3 by 2 or 2 by 3. It's up to you. And we're just making a little name tag with something cool on it. So that's now about 3 inches, and about 2 inches is a little bit off there. That's good enough. So from here, you get to use all these nice drawing tools and text tools here, all this. We're not going to mess around with the image, inserting images. We can't do that right now. But you get to design away in here and make something super cool. So you might want to start off by using some lines or some curves of some sort and play around there. Don't use arrows. They're not going to work very well for us. But when you get a cool design going here, you want something with a hexagon maybe or something like that. This is really up to you. You'll notice that you will start to get shapes when you complete them and they touch on the ends, they will turn a solid color here. We want to go back and change the color of all those to transparent. For that fill bucket, it needs to be transparent. And then a couple other things before I let you get all creative here. You might want to try and use some pre-made shapes also here. And with all these, the same thing is going to kind of happen. It's going to automatically fill them, and you're going to want to make sure that's transparent there. So a couple design tips here. If this was getting cut out, this piece, this arrow, since it's getting laser cut, that would fall out of this. So our initial design, keep this in mind. If you put anything on that arrow that's fully inside there, it's going to fall away and be a hole. So this area, imagine it being totally gone. So when you go to cut this out, you're only going to get this kind of hexagon shape that's around the area. This black area will be a hole. It will not be there. So be aware of that when you're designing things. You can also do text if you want and put your name in there. I recommend for text because this is pretty small here. This is like 1/8 of an inch tall, and just keep in mind how big things are. This is like a 1/2 inch long. This is pretty small. I would recommend playing around with the fonts. Big fonts like this are going to work better, making them bold even better, and making them big even best. All right, so big letters are going to be very helpful for us. And design away and make some cool stuff there. This, you should have sketched this out already, so you have some ideas of what this is going to look like when you do this. That's part of the design here. So after watching this video, you might want to go sketch it if you haven't done so yet. But I'm going to jump over here and show you another example here. So this one, imagine this being done. This has a little robot thing going on here. And again, you can see that this one has not been, all these pieces, I'm holding shift as I click on all these so I can select them all at once. All these pieces are filled in with that blue color still. We want to make that transparent so it's see-through. And that's one thing. But then the last thing, when you are ready to, or you think you're ready, you're going to ask Mr. Gasser if it's looking good before you do that, that you need to make everything red. So when you go to click on this stuff, you want to say, go to the pencil, and say, make it red. This red, only this one, don't use any other ones, just boom, right there, red. Make this red, make this, and I'm holding shift to click both of them at once. Make this red. And then the letters themselves should be red as well. So you come up here to text color, make it red. The reason for that you will see in the next video, and it will make more sense when you're doing that. So make everything red. Make sure you have your designs don't have other things in them, like in this one. If you put your name, trying to put something. I'll give you an example here. You tried to put these letters inside this, that would not work because that little arrow piece is going to fall away and be gone when you cut it out. So be aware, your design needs to keep it pretty simple here. Okay? So, in the next video, you will see how to take this to the laser cutter, and we will get it all cut out for you. All right, so hopefully that helps you get started. Feel free to ask me some questions in class. Bye-bye.